Hey, it's Trueflight here. We are in Forza Horizon 3, finally, hopefully. Been having a hell of a time getting this game to try to record. Think I might have finally figured it out. My car's all beat up now because I was just doing some off-roading, but love this game for the fact that I can drive my car in it. But, so yeah, it's a really interesting game so far. My first impressions have been that the game itself is great. It's a lot of fun to play. The car selection's amazing. The visuals look great. The car sounds are great. They have this awesome backfiring. I don't know if I can do it with this one because a little bit, but you can't hear it. But the car selection is amazing. 300 and some cars at launch. Pretty much if there's a car you like, it's probably in here in some way. The driving is an interesting mix between sim and arcade, which is kind of nice. And you can customize and tweak different settings to really emphasize either way you want to go, which is really cool.
In 400 yards, bear left.
The storyline mode is really fun. It's a different take on most racing games. You're not a street racer who got caught, who goes undercover, you know, and the same storyline that's used in every other racing game. This one actually has a really cool storyline where you're setting up a festival, and I'm sure it says something to do with the other Horizon games. I didn't play any of them, so this is my first one of those. I know the Horizon Festival's obviously been a big deal in those. Shut up, Anna. I know you can turn her off, but the things I am kind of disappointed about, though, is that for the most part, it is basically a single-player game with a multiplayer tacked on, which is okay because it gives you the idea to play. You can go out and cruise like this. This is a single-player open world. You can do a private or a public multiplayer open world, but that just invites the door for all sorts of trolls and things, at least in the public ones. With the private ones, you can control who's in there, but the problem we ran into is when we were doing a private one, it was only me and my friend who went in, were the only ones who were in there, and all the other drivers are NPCs. As you can see now, all these other drivers here are NPCs. Oh, the guy that almost hit me. Those actually aren't player cars, they're NPCs of actual player names. But the real problem with that is when you go into a private multiplayer and you do any event, it's just you and the other people in your multiplayer instance. So you can't either race against other NPCs to fill in the ranks, or outside players who are out of your instance. As I said, though, the car selection is pretty cool. I've got quite a wide selection of cars now. Got a couple different Camaros in there because I'm a fan. A few cars I won. A couple barn finds in here. Nothing spectacular as of yet. The really cool thing in this game is the designs. Not only can you do the paints, you can do the decals however you want. You can stack multiples. I added the whole ground effects on these cars are actually my build because they're not on there, and the T-tops as well. Car didn't actually come with them. I painted those on there just to make it look like mine. And there's like no limit to what you can do with the vinyls. There's even a really cool thing where you can make groups so you can customize them between other cars. You can even open up a shop and sell your different designs. Actually, you can't sell the designs, but you can put them up there for other people. When it comes to tuning, you can customize just about anything on a car. And when everything is set, some of these are locked. It depends on the parts you have. I built this car as accurate as I could to my actual car, so it's probably a little better than my car looking at the stats, but so it doesn't a lot of the things are locked, but when you buy like race parts and things, customize these. Once you've customized up and saved an awesome tuning spec, you can actually sell your tuning specs, which are awesome. You go into upgrades. In upgrades, this is where you buy and sell your parts to your cars. Very similar to the way it has been in a bunch of other games. All the various things you can upgrade, and there's different qualities of what you get. And depending on what you have installed, because you can go here, you can actually do engine swaps and put a V10, V12 in here, stock engines back here. And depending on what you actually put in the car, gives you different options. Like in this case, the V8 gives us options between twin turbocharger, a regular supercharger, and a centrifuge supercharger. And those options will change depending on what engine you have in there. My real complaint about the game is the body design. Maybe I'm spoiled by the crew having hundreds of different bumpers and things, and a lot of them are similar, I'll give you that, but there's a lot of variety in there to change to customize your car. I believe the only option in this one is, yeah, these little winglets on the front and a little diffuser on the bottom. That's all I can change on my bumper of my car. Fins, I think the only fin this gets is like a, yeah, NASCAR style adjustable fin. No spoiler, you know, no real spoilers, no wings. And hoods, we do get a couple different hood designs, but that's it. They do affect your car, whereas in the crew they were just cosmetic, so there's that to keep in mind. But just really disappointed in the options available for body design. Some of the other cars have a few more options, and you can get things like wide body kits and things like that, side skirts on some of them. But it's just really lacking compared to what I'm used to in as far as body customization goes. That's probably the biggest letdown I've had in the game so far. Tire selection, you get a really cool where you can even choose the different compounds of rubber that the tires are made out of. You can adjust the front and rear width of your tires. Obviously your rims, once you have some custom rims on there, you can change wheel diameters, which I think low profile tires look ridiculous on these old cars, so I won't be. But yeah, as far as parts and stuff goes, I mean, there's a lot of customization in here. Definitely impressed with that aspect of it, just not the body designs. The decals, though, more than make up for it. They're a huge improvement. A nice combo of this and the crew, I think, would be a great game. I'm probably gonna get flagged for music because there's music playing here at the actual festival, but this is one of the festivals. We're actually gonna get out of here before we do get flagged for that, because they will do that. That's really annoying. And then I'll have to either edit the video or they mute the whole sound and all sorts of bad things happen, but oh, got a sign. Gameplay wise though, the game's a lot of fun. There's a wide variety of events and things to choose from. Yeah, this guy here is an NPC. It's what they call a driver-tar. He'll actually drive around, just cruising the roads. You can challenge him to a race. You can actually honk your horn at him, and they'll crew up with you. Now that I'm hitting things because I'm not paying attention. And you get up to 4 people in your crew, so 3 of them and yourself. And you can go around and do little events together. You can find your friends randomly driving around. And again, it's not them unless you're in a private instance or a online instance. It's just a driver-tar of their character. They're not always using their own cars either. There's Cubert right there. And we'll get him to join us too. You can even do races amongst these guys. That's kind of a neat little thing, but I would have preferred it to be open world all the time, like the Crew. Not sure why they did it this way, but it does give you the option to go play by yourself, though. If people are bugging you, you just don't feel like being social. Oh, that was a terrible turn. So there's that to think about. And of course the annoying thing that everybody drives on the wrong side of the road in Australia. A lot of the cars are right-hand drive too, which is really annoying. This car shouldn't be. Yeah, there we go. So we get the actual American version of the car, which is nice. But overall, I'm liking the game so far. I'm a little frustrated with the fact that I can't stream it or record it consistently right now. I think I might have finally got some of the settings ironed out so I can stream. Well, cross our fingers and give that a try again here soon. But recording it has just been a nightmare. I've gone through 4 different recording software programs, and all of them have various issues. Most of it stemming from the fact that the game is a Windows 10 store game. It runs as an app, not as an actual game. Oh, not paying attention. And it causes all sorts of problems because a lot of the older programs don't even realize that there's a game running. And I've actually had to go into capture the entire display just to get it to work, because otherwise it's constantly looking for the game and it can't find it. So hopefully that'll get ironed out as time goes on. Microsoft really wants people to use the Windows Store and all their crap. They want you to use that Microsoft Xbox recording software, and I prefer to use my own stuff, so hopefully they'll get the hint and change it. I still think they'd do so much better if they just threw the game on Steam and got rid of the whole Windows 10 store thing to begin with. But anyway, the variety of environments is cool. We're actually heading towards the city here. Interesting. Sometimes when you go in a tunnel or things, if it gets dark enough, your headlights come on automatically. They didn't this time, but that's how we're getting towards the city. A lot more traffic. Oh, why'd you push him in front of me? What a jerk. Hey, there's roads I haven't been on over here. But anyway, I just wanted to share, and game's been out for a week. I've definitely been playing it. I have to say I'm probably in the minority here, but I still think I enjoy the Crew more. If the Crew had a lot of the features that are in this game, I would absolutely love it. For now, I'm kind of splitting my time between the two. The actual driving and cars are much better in this game, I think.
Come down and visit. Got that Land Cruiser restored for you.
It's the options in the map, to be honest, that I accidentally entered a drift zone, which I'm not going to be able to do with this car the way it's set up. Or not with them hitting me like that either.
You have arrived at your destination.
That was terrible. This was my destination. But yeah, there's a lot to do in the game, and maybe the more I play it, I'll get into it more. But for now, it is a great game. I'm not gonna knock that. I just think I was spoiled by playing the Crew for so long. definitely way beyond that in certain categories, though. Despite the fact that everybody drives on the wrong side of the road here. I'm always going into oncoming traffic because I'm always on the wrong side of the road. But yeah, so hopefully I can get things straightened out here and be able to stream this some more and do some recordings. And show off some more of the cars in my collection. Probably should have changed while I was back at the event, but there's another festival up here. We're probably going to get there and then call it. I think we drove past it. Yeah, the driving is kind of cool in this, though. It takes some getting used to after playing other game for so long. Again, it's a very interesting mix of arcade-ish and sim. Oh, I obviously still am not used to. There's a really cool option you can turn on to get you more experience for driving. But as your car takes damage, it actually affects the car. Similar to what's in Forza Motorsports. Why did you stop? It's kind of a cool thing. I've been playing around with a bunch of the settings, trying to customize everything, get it where I like it. Definitely a cool game, though. If you have an Xbox, go check it out. You can get the demo for free. Sadly, PC still doesn't have a demo. And I can go pick up my car while I'm here. Car I found. These are all ones that I found. And then they have to restore them.
My dad had one of these. Never took it off-road, never got it dirty, never drove it much faster than 50. That's probably why I
got
take
no
after
video.
my mum.
That's interesting. Don't know if they forgot the video for that. Usually it shows you around the car. We can take something else out just to be different. Where's my Lambo? You know, the game's having issues. And they do have this really cool feature where as you play the game, you can unlock radio stations. And you can cycle through the radio stations and they have different themes. They all play different music. They have DJs that pop on and talk to you. And one of the cool things is there's an achievement you can unlock, or a perk, I guess they are, where during certain songs, they'll come up and tell you it's a skill song or something like that. You get bonuses to any kind of stunts or skills you do, like these near-miss bonuses I'm getting here, or drifting bonuses. And it doubles them during the course of the song. Kind of a neat aspect. You can also use groove music, which nobody uses. And play your own music in-game, which lets it be customized by the game itself. So whenever you go through a tunnel, it echoes. When you get near the festivals, it becomes live music. Really neat little aspect to it. But I can't use the music while I'm recording because YouTube flags the videos for having copyrighted content, even though it's video game music. Which is really annoying, but so I can't really show off that aspect of the game too much. I could probably cycle through a couple of the channels. Good old groove. Again, Microsoft trying to push one of their products that nobody wants. But oh, that's gonna suck. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I'm gonna try to do more and stream more of the game if I can get the stuff running more stably. You'll see a lot more of it on the channel. It is pretty much what I'm playing the most right now, so I'd love to get it out there and definitely get the extra views that come with playing a newer game. If I can just get things to work, so keep an eye out and stay tuned for that. Oh. And we'll see you in the next video.